Welcome to Bad Food Blog, and we have a very special video today. We are making cookies with a special ingredient, Spam. We're making Spam cookies. Honestly, this is the main ingredient. Like you get chocolate chips, that's going to be Spam cookies. What?
It's going to be terrible. I know it is.
It might be terrible, it might be amazing, but it's definitely going to be Spam. So Spam cookies is what we're doing. So I'm going to start with the method. I will also put the ingredients down in the description so you can all try along at home and make your own Spam cookies. You want to make Spam cookies, don't you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We're going to get started. For the first stage of preparation, I need to get the Spam out of the can. Ooh. It in no way smells like cat food. It does a little bit, but we're going to make this smell like salty, bacony, hammy goodness by air frying it. But first, what we're going to need to do is turn it into little cubes. That's because we need little cubes for this. Now to do that, I'm going to dice it. And to make sure I dice it properly, the first thing I'm going to do is to turn it into approximately 1/2 centimeter cubes, or between 1 centimeter and 1/2 centimeter. So I first slice it into the size I want. Should be pretty even. There we go. I got a little bit of junky part there, and I've got some Spam jelly on my finger. Yuck. Yeah, let's turn the spotlight on so you can see better. Oh, that's run out of battery. Ah well, we won't have the spotlight. We'll just have to deal with it being slightly darker than it should be. And then, Spam doesn't really need cutting. It's more like the knife kind of just passes through it than cuts it, to be honest. And then when I've got it into like chips, you then got to cut the chips into cubes. I'm not looking for precision here, but I am looking for something small enough that once I've shrunk it in the air fryer, it's going to look like chocolate chips, but red, salty chocolate chips. Yeah, I'm getting covered in more jelly here, all over my hands. Ugh. If it wasn't that Spam tasted so nice, you totally wouldn't want to deal with this part of the process. There we go. One day I might make Spam chips. That'd be funny. I'm not going to be using all of these for the cookies. I only think about 1/3 to 1/2 of them need to be used for cookies. I'll save the rest for breakfast for tomorrow. There we go. Lots and lots of Spam cubes. But now, these going straight into the cookie they wouldn't cook properly. Cookies cook in about 15 to 20 minutes. And the Spam's going to need a bit more, and it's going to like sweat a lot of fat and a lot of moisture, because Spam is incredibly squishy and got a lot of fat, a lot of moisture, and it looks like a Minecraft kit for Peppa Pig there, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go chuck this in the air fryer. Let's go over and do that. Here's my air fryer, which isn't plugged in, which is pretty normal. There we go. Now it's plugged in. Wants me to shut the lid. There we go. Just pour that in there. We're going to cook it for about 5 minutes, then stir it, then cook it again to separate them all. I want little crispy cubes. And so let's turn the temperature down a little bit, 170, and take the time down to 5 minutes. And we will return in 5 minutes. While we are waiting for the Spam to be ready, let's get the rest of our ingredients all mixed up together, ready for the Spam. So, first of all, we need 250 grams of plain flour. I'm using strong bread flour, but you don't have to use that. And there we go, 250, almost. There we go, I've gone 5 grams over, but that's not going to make much of a difference to the consistency. Oh, sorry, you can't see that because of reflection. There we go. Now, let's tear that. We then need an equal part of, slightly less actually, looking at the recipe, 220 grams of sugar. So let's start pouring the sugar in. Wow, that's a lot of sugar, isn't it? There you go, 220 grams of sugar. The next part we're going to need is going to be 1 large free-range egg and 110 grams of the margarine. So, 1 large free-range egg, which is the largest? I think that one is. Oh no, this one. Yeah, that definitely looks the biggest. It's only 1 egg. In goes the egg. Boom. Now, people would tell you that you need to mix these in a particular order for it to taste perfect, or that you should be creaming the butter in with everything. But every time I've ever baked anything, the fact that it's going to be turned into a liquid mass in an oven at 160, 170 degrees centigrade means I don't think any of that matters. Now, 110 grams. So it's saying to use unsalted butter, and then it's saying to add a salt. That just, it strikes me as being backwards. There we go, 108. 2 more grams. That's probably about 2 grams of fat. Oh well, a little bit more fat than we needed. But we compensate for that probably somewhere else down the line. Right, now, we need a teaspoon. There's a couple of ingredients here we have to get out of the way. Now, what have we got next? It says half a teaspoon of this and half a teaspoon of baking soda, or bicarbonate of soda, but I'm just going to baking soda. But I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda in. Messing around with half of this and half of that isn't going to make much difference. And vanilla extract, Madagascar vanilla paste. Here we are. We want this to taste nice, even if it's going to have spam in it, right? Oh, there we go. And that goes in as well. Let's just mix that in. Oop. Smells yummy, by the way. Vanilla paste. Yeah, that all needs to mix together. So I'm going to get a wooden spoon and I'm going to combine all of that together. I won't film myself doing that because that's going to take an inordinately long amount of time. Let's go over and check on the spam, shall we? As you can see, the spam has shrunk quite a bit and is just about ready. Oh yeah. I think, see, we're just stopping it sticking together. It's shrinking a little bit. Let's give it another 5 minutes though, because I want it a lot darker red, okay? Voila, the spam is ready. It's shrunk to about half of its original size and it's all bubbling and it's letting off a lot of fat. I now need to leave that to cool down because if I put it in the cookie now, it's going to start cooking the cookies immediately. I need to kind of let them cool down so it's not bubbling anymore. So I'm going to have to give it at least 5-10 minutes of cooling down and then I should be able to put it in. So once I combined the dough, combined all the ingredients, stirred it together, I had kneaded it for a bit. And then I decided that the spam would break apart inside the cookie dough. So instead what I've done is I'm adding the spam to the top of the cookie and it will sink down in and it will spread out as the cookie cooks. Now I'm only doing 4 spam cookies and 4 normal ones, and I'm going to save the rest of the cooked spam because I think my family would kill me if they were all spam cookies. And in the oven they go. The non-spam ones first. And the spam ones on top. Alexa, start timer 15 minutes. Right, the cookies have had 17 minutes and we believe now that they are ready.
They smell good.
They smell
Sadly.
really good somehow. Here are the spam cookies.
Nice.
Nice. And here are the normal cookies with no additional spam in.
And anything, it's just cookies.
So here we are, the spam cookies are ready and I'm just gonna, they've cooled down enough so they've hardened up a bit because when they first come out of the oven, they're not really like cookies, they're more like a superheated sugar liquid that if you touch would stick to your fingers. So this is us trying the Spam cookies. That's actually nice. Somehow that works. I quite like that. You reckon it's nice?
Don't know where the Spam is.
The Spam just kind of tastes salty, doesn't it? The vanilla and the cookie flavour is so overpowering you don't really taste the Spam. It's like having salty raisins in it, isn't it? I was worried the flavour would be too much. We could have put loads in and it would have been fine. It's actually nice. Wow, that's such a shocker. Cookies are amazing now. Wow. I don't think I'm going to make them again, but watch out for tomorrow morning for a video on using the rest of the Spam for an omelette. Thanks for watching. Bye.